So here's the next part of the D23 haul video, and mind you, the first part was just Funko, which seemed like a lot, but good grief, this is mainly freebies that I'm showing off here. And yeah, needless to say, I have a lot to go through, along with this entire bag down here. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of go item by item a little bit. First, let's go ahead and start with the Lorcana series, so that way I could go ahead and kind of put these away. But these ones are special Lorcana cards that were given out, and you can see it has a special foil along with saying D23 Expo at the bottom. I got one of them signed, and the other one I did not get signed just because I wanted to keep one kind of playable when the card game comes out. Because, I mean, you can't really read the text there, but it is absolutely cool that all the creators and artists were there. And then over there we have some good old pins that they gave. So you have this Lorcana one along with this special Mickey Mouse Lorcana one, which that one I just love how it's the same as his card. It's a D23 special one. If anything, I know the cards are going for crazy amounts of prices. To me, the pins, I think those are the cooler things, because these ones, they only printed so many, has the official Disney seal on the back. And again, they only printed so many. Like, these are really special, and they're only for D23, so absolutely gotta love that part. Next up was a few more fun freebies we got. So we got these Disney Plus collectible cards. I have to see if any of my friends want them first before I open it. But it's pretty neat that they gave us at the Disney Plus booth. My only regret is not realizing that they were giving this out all 3 days. I only went there on the last day because I can't even explain how much there is to do at Disney. At D23, there is just so much to do that you do not physically have enough time to do all the panels. There was a little Target booth, which I thought was neat, so you could kind of see inside. They gave you a little coin, and you got to do kind of one of those good old vending, like gumball machines, and out came a special D23 button. And amazingly, I thought they would have enough buttons to last the entire con. They actually ran out of buttons midday Sunday, so their entire booth just became merch, and there was no line, which I thought was kind of sad because they had some cute products, but look at that. Let's put that into focus. So it just says D23 Expo. Really, it's just showing kind of like their sales target dog that was there. So we have little Olu from good old Lonnie. This is his name tag badge holder, you could say. And of course, because Olu is just adorable. Here's Olu. Cute little figure. I love that his shell kind of comes off a little bit, doesn't fully come off, along with that Mickey on the back. Olu's just really cute. I couldn't not get Olu. He's so cute. Now, Walt's plane exhibit, they had this fun section where after he left, which it's such an amazing exhibit, it's so sad that my vlogging camera unfortunately broke. Hoping to get that repaired. But they gave you some postcards with different locations on it. So for instance, this one that I got, New Orleans, just tells you about how Walt Disney's plane is there. And on the back, you can actually go and put a stamp and mail it out, and it makes it look like kind of like, hey, I was there, ignoring the giant Amazon placement. But there's a lot of different ones too, such as this one. Let's see, let's turn the back. Oh, Florida. Good old Sunshine State. But it is just neat seeing Walt's plane kind of being displayed. And that entire exhibit, which I'll show sometime when I upload, it is so beautiful. It was one of the coolest exhibits that they had. Absolutely loved it. The Disney Movie Insiders Club, they had a special booth where if you went there, you got a Hercules pin along with points on the back to give you enough to get Meg. And then they also gave you some Thor Love and Thunder limited edition cards. So it's some special collector ones that were only for D23. And just look at all the different designs. I'm going to save it for my friend who likes Thor a lot, so save it for him. But either way, it's neat that they gave you a pin along with some cards. Disney Vacation Club has one of these good old luggage tags, which I plan to be using. And thankfully they say use permanent marker, because I've seen way too many at the airport where people use pencil and you could barely read it. But it is nice that they gave the DVC kind of like mouse seal of approval so that way you could take it home. Now this one is Diablo, the bird. And Diablo, it's one of those, it's kind of like those clip-on shoulder pets in a way. So you're able to put the magnets from the bottom right there and put that onto your shoulder, something to clasp on, and the wings do slightly kind of fold out. I don't want to fold it out just because I tend to break things easily by accident. But Diablo, really cool looking, gotta love it. Now D23 also did have a section for kind of all the ABC content. So while I don't really watch the shows, it was neat that they gave special D23 exclusive pins for the different shows, along with the good old Mickey backing, so that way you know they are official Disney pins. Then we have the Muppet Studio. It's one of those, yes, this is kind of like a plain cup, all things considered. There was one that was a little more stylish, but I do love how it just gives me that vibe of the old show. Next up we have these Munchlings, which is a new series, well, somewhat new. So they have different good smelling, different little Disney friends in there, so we'll go ahead and open them up. I say somewhat new because Disney did have the Scentsy series before, where it was cute little ones that smelled, but this is closer to their other mystery packs where you don't know what you're getting, which is kind of a joy in itself. At the same time, it's not really that new, but that's okay because it's still a cute series. So let me go ahead and finish opening this up. There's quite a few different seals here that I was not expecting, but hey, that's Disney product packaging for you. So let's go ahead and see what we have. As soon as I open it, it just has a giant smell coming out of it. Aw. We got a little Goofy here, and according to this package, this is a chocolate brownie bar. That is cute. I do like how they still have Goofy's hat along with his hair. Always a good feature. But also it just gives me kind of like Flintstone vibes with the bottom. I know it's supposed to be like the wrapper, but it gives me that Flintstone vibes. We got ourselves Oogie Boogie, who is a winter mint gelato. Look at that. I do like how even the back is designed. That is a nice thing. On the bottom, you can kind of see the different wheel that he has. Absolutely cool, super cute looking. Gotta love Oogie Boogie. There's a few more things from Ravenburg. Almost said Ravenclaw. We got Disney Star Wars Villainous. Got that for my family. We got the Hocus Pocus game. Also, we have a spider bot up there. We have good old Cruella de Vil. Gotta love that book. And I also got some giant posters from going to the main panel on the first day. So we have Strange World, which is Disney's newest animated movie. And behind that, hopefully it stands up, we got Disney Pixar's Elemental, which looks like a really good kind of like heartfelt movie. But yeah, look at that. Just the attention to detail on that. Super beautiful poster. I will say I'm pretty excited to see it. So, Disney did a good job giving those posters. Some other posters I got for D23. They gave special Oogie Boogie Bash attendees this special Oogie Boogie poster, which I know will be going up because Oogie Boogie is awesome. Gotta love him. And of course, the highly acclaimed D23 poster for gold members, including the Epcot ball, Oswald, which they didn't even mention once, which was kind of odd considering he's on the poster, while most of the other things were relatively mentioned. But yeah, kind of this to me alludes to the fact that Happily Ever After was returning before our own eyes, and we didn't really see it because this is kind of the similar poses they have at the end of Happily Ever After. But D23, Disney 100, gotta love it. For the next section is going to be some flat items. So first we have Disney Wish, which is not the ship, but the movie, which is going to cause some confusion down the line, I feel like. But they gave a nice little poster along with a collectible sticker here, or not sticker, but just showing that this lithograph is official, which is really nice to have. We essentially went up, took a picture, and made a wish, which I think is really neat. From the game Twisted Wonderland, I got a few different fans, so we have one of the Evil Queen, one of Hades, Jafar, and of their character whose name is not really clicking in my head. But yeah, it's a cute little mobile game. Not really my style of mobile game. However, I do like the different designs to at least give it a unique look for the Disney villains and kind of if you wanted to follow their journey and such. Next up is a t-shirt I got for free, which it's pretty cool. I have not opened it quite yet, but it's kind of like this very neat looking Mickey. So kind of different colors on white. It looks really neat. I'm excited to at least open it and try it on, and it does say Mickey at the bottom. Of course, some of the letters are kind of backwards. E. I guess it's a style choice. I don't really understand it, but I'm sure there's some reason. One of my favorite movies is Tron, and they had a Tron panel where a lot of the original cast was there. When you exited, they gave you an exclusive D23 comic, which I still have to read, but the fact that they gave a comic for going to D23, I think is really neat. Now, I won this at the good old Laughing Place, which I gotta shout them out since I did win a prize from them. But this is the Laughing Place, and also these fans were amazing because it was so hot there that week. But look, Beauty and the Beast, a good old vinyl, limited edition gold. I had to get out my old vinyl player, but I do like how they have a bunch of different songs on there. Side A has 5 songs, while side B has another 5. Sadly, no human again, but the fact that they have this beautiful piece is so amazing. I absolutely am thankful to the Laughing Place for that. Just thank you for hosting that. This next one is something that I got with some of my Lorcana friends while we were in line. Even though we did not get the Lorcana card set, we did get some special Legacy Collection record artwork, which I got Toy Story, and just look at that. It's so cute. I couldn't not. Like, it's just really cute. It's all kind of like watercolors and things. I gotta love it. Toy Story's my fave, and this one just brings a smile to my face. From Iron Studios, I got their Day 2 poster. I did not get the Day 1 because it went out almost immediately, and Day 3, they changed the time, unfortunately. But staffing reasons. And look at this, it's just beautiful. So there's a set of 3, but the fact that I at least got the middle one I thought was the coolest because you got Gwen, you got Miles, and then you got Peter. And it's just really neat getting to see kind of Vulture and Doc Ock. But essentially they have the comic book Sinister Six all throughout, which I thought was really, really cool. The Disney 100, the exhibit. So this is saying kind of like celebrate the wonder in 2023 for the actual 100th year. However, they had this special poster giveaway at the end of the con for people who were by the exhibit. Now, this is my first time actually looking at it while we're on camera, and you have Sorcerer Mickey looking at some different fragments of what makes Disney. So you have some Pixar, you have Star Wars, you have Marvel, you have good old Tinkerbell, one of the originals, along with some of the newer, quote-unquote newer, ones in Lion King. So this is a very beautiful poster, and I also love how it kind of like sparkles with the stars in the background. So beautiful. So I primarily went with a pin trading group. While I myself am not big of a pin trader, it's still fun to see other people get pins, and I got a few for my friends and then a few for myself. So this one's for Ashley, and look at it. This is a special one, collector's edition, Wreck-It Ralph. So he is kind of teaching Vanellope how to build a car, along with a very neat sketch on the back, so they make it look like it's still on the easel. This one's for myself. This is another D23 exclusive. Unfortunately, got a little bit damaged in the plane, but that's fine because it's for display. But this is good old DuckTales. And mind you, this is part of the anniversary series, so anything that has a birthday in a 2 or a 7, for either, you know, like the 10th, 20th, or 15th, 25th, etc., these were what were sold. And good old DuckTales. I gotta love it. Especially the game, the moon theme, is just so iconic. So this was a no-brainer for me. Now here's the first batch of pins. So first off, I gotta start off with these little pins. They gave these at the good old kind of Pixar booth area. Pixar took up quite a bit of space, but I got multiple Wades, which is funny because I was hoping for either a set with Wade and I'm forgetting of the Fire Girl's name because they just now like showed the trailer. But Wade and the Fire individual, along with Woody, I was hoping for either one of those, but I ended up with 2 Wades, which is perfectly fine. Can't complain too much. Got a special Disney Visa 2022 pin, so it shows California on there. It shows how it's D23, and this is a special free one that they had, which I will say for a free one, it's actually really good quality, like relatively impressed. They had a special button for Strange World, which while it's not a pin, I thought it was really neat and put it with my pin section. Disney Mirrorverse. So we have Maleficent here, who is a ranged individual, neither hero nor villain, since they don't really have that differentiator on there, but yeah. While I don't like the game, I really do like the design and the fact that it really makes Maleficent look cool, along with showing her special abilities. I had to get it. Some Dumbo pins. This one on the right is one for me because I absolutely love the Dumbo ride, even though it's kind of upside down on this display. Let's change that. There we go. So Dumbo spins around in a circle, and then this other one is a very classic looking one, D23, and it is Dumbo, the happiest flight on Earth. They had a little volunteer booth, and they gave you this little button, which is really sweet. So it's a volunteer, and it looks like from Raya and the Dragon. Pick these up for a friend, and this is a good old kind of like pizza portion of it. So inside you have Genie with his pizza, and you have Luca with his pizza. Tron for the 40th, which I do like how the light cycle goes back and forth. You can also kind of do that on the back as well, along with getting the good old bit. Gotta love it. This is a special one that was picked up for me by a friend I made in line while trying to get the Lurkana cards. Look at that, Aladdin looking at his reflection. It was part of the reflection series, which, while I had 0 luck since my phone kept dying, like it's literally on its last legs burning up every time I watch anything, I managed to have a nice friend that I made who went in line to get this for me, and he was more than willing to pick it up, even though he knew online they were reselling like crazy. He was very nice, and after showing my Aladdin cosplay, he's like, yeah, okay, you could have this. So again, thanks to you, much appreciated. Here's the final batch of pins. We got WandaVision for Ashley. We got Moon Knight. I absolutely love Moon Knight. We got this fun Party Rex in the USA one. Even though it's not really like the most sought after limited edition, I love Toy Story, and I don't know, it's just fun to me. We got this special stackable family ones. I collect Pooh Bear stuff, so this was a no-brainer. And then I also love The Simpsons, and really they don't have that many Disney Simpson pins at all. So the fact that they have the entire family stacked up on top of each other, I thought this was just really cool, and I had to get it. While this is not a pin, I forgot to put this with the rest. It is a good old pop socket, with Mickey being the cruise director. This was from Box Lunch. It is a very neat pin, where you have all of the cast kind of doing their dance in front of the cars. Good old Billy Joel. Ariel got me this one. This is Orange Bird because I love Orange Bird. I do like how it is a very beautiful stained glass window design that actually kind of lights up as you moved around. For my father for Christmas, hopefully he doesn't watch this, The Mandalorian, which is really neat. Gotta love that. And finally, Winnie the Pooh Hollywood. Again, I love Winnie the Pooh, and I'm from Hollywood, so this made sense. But yeah, that is everything, which is a lot. Again, D23, while it was one of the most stressful cons I've ever been to in my life, and I've been to quite a few cons, besides the line issues and the lack of organization, It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. If I had to change anything, it would probably be just to actually spend more time walking the actual halls and not just focusing solely on trying to go to panels, because that takes a lot of time out of your day. Some of them are really cool, but I will say just walking around, getting to experience it, taking photos of people, it's such a good time. Highly recommend people look into doing D23, but just note, you will be exhausted. You will probably walk at least 20,000 steps each day if you do decide to do it and walk around the halls, but it is a really neat experience. Highly recommend it. I'll be uploading some videos of it. But yeah, this was my entire haul where the majority of it was free, which is still amazing to me. So thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you'd like to watch more content of this or some Disney gaming, and have a great day.